Hey, Kim, very good to see you. We are just in the beginning of 2022. I know it's very important to you to set your clients up for financial success. So today we're talking about some tips for success in 2022. And basically, I know the story of 2021 was inflation, right? The CPI, the Consumer Price Index, increased 6.8%. Look at that. We haven't
Crazy
seen
high.
numbers like this since the 80s. And that, prompted the Fed to signal interest rate hikes, which of course means more expensive loans, mortgages, and it's always a good reminder to pay down our debt. What else do we need to be thinking about?
Yes. Well, that pay down debt should always be a good reminder when you start any type of new year. It's a good idea to look at any debts that you have outstanding and then make a game plan to pay those off, especially since those rates may be coming up. Another thing that I would say is that in 2021, I had a lot of clients look at refinancing who didn't end up pulling the trigger.
Mhm.
So if you're going to be in a home long term and those rates start coming up, it could be a good time to take advantage of the lower rates where they're at, because that could end up saving someone, tens of thousands of dollars throughout the life of that loan.
Yeah, that's very good advice. Also, there is, of course, no end in sight right now to those supply chain disruptions or labor shortages, so we can only assume those high prices will remain.
Yep.
Probably another good time to take a look at our budget or at least create a spending plan, right?
Yes. So, new year, I always suggest at least one time a year to look at your budget and see where you're spending your money. A good thing that can be done is you can actually go online and pull your credit card statements. And generally, there's a report that is made at the end of each year that shows all of your spending over the course of the year, and it breaks it down by categories. So, it makes it super easy to review all that, decide, okay, where can we kind of trim the fat, and then take it from there, because you're right. Expenses will probably continue to rise this year. So maybe a good time to kind of trim the fat back down.
Yeah, very good advice. Also, despite a lot of volatility, the stock market hit new record highs, up 27%, which is kind of incredible. And you and I have talked before about the
Mhm.
effects of rebalancing and not. This is probably a really good time to consider rebalancing, because if not, Kim, we were talking about this, you might be taking on more risk than you want.
Absolutely. Especially for, again, retirees or those people nearing retirement.
Mhm.
When the stock market goes up like it has this past year, it's a great thing. And we see that in our account values, but it can throw things way out of whack. So someone right now might be way overexposed to those equities than they would like to be. So you should at least look at rebalancing your portfolio once a year. And if you haven't done it in the past year, a great time to do it, because like you said, stock market finished incredibly strong for 2021.
And again, a really important reminder, which you just mentioned, just to underscore it again, to take a closer look if you're at or near retirement with that.
Yes, absolutely. Because as you're nearing that retirement, you're getting really close generally to having to use those dollars. And so you can't afford the risk of seeing your portfolio go back as much as younger folks who have, 10, 20, 30 years ahead of them before they need those funds.
Right. Okay. Well, if somebody would like to sit down and talk to you a little bit more about setting up their story for success for 2022, what's the best way to reach you?
Best way to reach us is just to go to our website, www.young-wm.com. It's got all the different ways that you can contact us on there. And you can also look a little bit more into our firm.
Very nice. All right, Kim, thank you.
Thank you.